Okay, I'm scanning the room now. I'm scanning my note cards for my introductory speech. Are you a caregiver? One who is always looking out for others? Do you love caring for people, getting to know them on an intimate level you never thought possible? Today I'm going to discuss with you how nursing is the most rewarding career possible. I have always wanted to be a nurse as far back as I can remember. I was the one who always held the door for the elderly, who offered to carry in their groceries, or just sat and listened to their endless conversations, loving every minute of it. I began my career as a nursing assistant at the age of 16. I worked before and after school. The more I worked, the happier I was. This carried on after high school when I entered college to become a registered nurse. I have worked in almost every area of nursing possible, with each having its positive experiences. Today I'd like to share with you one of the most rewarding experiences I have had as a nurse. I cared for a 24-year-old cerebral palsy patient. Through an incident, he was determined to be brain dead. His family, knowing he would not like to live that way, chose to remove life support. They also chose the possibility of organ donation, which unfortunately failed. The day had come to remove life support. I had worked 2 extra 12-hour shifts that week in order to care for this boy specifically. That day was my 7th 12-hour shift in a row. God had a plan for me and that boy that day. After a family meeting to discuss how we would remove life support, I offered each family member time alone with the boy. The dad came back first. I accompanied him to the bedside, asking him if he had any last requests. He told me he did. His last request was to rock his child once again, as he had done as a baby and a young child. Let me remind you, this was no young child anymore. This was a 160-pound boy who was connected to countless life support machines. This did not stop me. I gathered the troops, the supplies needed, and rearranged the boy's room. The dad took his place in the oversized rocker recliner beside the boy's bed. 8 of us lifted the boy into the dad's arms. He rocked, cuddled, and talked to him as he had done countless times as a baby and a young child. There was not a dry eye in the intensive care unit that day, including mine. After the boy's death, the father had thanked me for everything I had did that day. I explained to him that I was only doing my job. He told me that I was doing more than my job that day. I cried again. This was one of the many reaffirmations that I had chose the correct career. Nursing a patient and family back to health, or assisting them in the dying process, is one of the most rewarding experiences one can have. I don't consider nursing a career. I consider it just another rewarding and inspiring day in my life.